The next type of reaction is called as a decomposition reaction. Okay, there's two. In this, when a single reactant decomposes, decomposition means breaking down, to give us two or more products, then such a reaction is called as a decomposition reaction. So in other words, our combination reaction was something like this: A plus B giving us C, which means two reactants were coming together to give us one product. In this case, it is the opposite of the combination reaction. In this case, this is not happening. In this case, it is one particular reactant. Now, it's like the opposite. When I say, we can take it as C, which is breaking down one reactant, breaking down to give us two or maybe more than two products. Okay, so decomposition in many ways can be considered as being opposite to that of a combination reaction, in which one particular reactant, okay, breaks down to give us two or more products. So in case we can take this as C, which breaks down to give us A plus B. But remember, I just gave you, just for an example that I've given you, C that breaks down to A plus B to relate to the combination reaction. It doesn't mean that that particular product which we got for combination reaction then breaks down to give us back. That doesn't really happen. So to avoid confusion, I will mark them differently to show you that one particular reactant, okay, breaks down to give us more of the products. Like for example, X breaks down to give us Y plus Z. Then we can even have more, like for example, 1 can break down to give us more than two products. So you can have Q plus R plus S. So the whole idea here is that one particular reactant breaks down, decomposes to give us two or more products. And there are different types of decomposition as well, based on whether heat is required or whether light is required. We'll see what they are next. So under decomposition reaction, the first one we have is a thermal decomposition. The word thermal means heat. So in a decomposition reaction, this is a type of a decomposition reaction which requires heat for the reaction to proceed. That means for the reactant to break down to give us products. Let's take let's see as an example. So example in this case is lead nitrate, which is a solid, and the symbol over here given for heat. This shows that heat is applied, heat energy is applied, wherein it breaks down lead nitrate to give us lead oxide, which is a solid, and also NO2, which is a gas which evaporates, along with evolution of oxygen gas. Okay, so this is a type of a thermal reaction where heat needs to be required for the reaction to proceed, or for the reactant to decompose or break down to give us two or more products. Here there are three products formed. When lead nitrate is actually heated, like you heat it in a test tube, then what happens is brown fumes of nitrogen dioxide are given out. So when you will be able to observe the brown fumes of nitrogen dioxide in this reaction, along with the evolution of oxygen and the formation of lead oxide, which is a sulfur. We'll take another example of decomposition reaction. Our next example is decomposition of calcium carbonate to give calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Okay, so on heating, calcium carbonate is broken down to give us calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Okay, and this type of decomposition reaction is used in various industries. So remember, once again we come across calcium oxide, which is called as quicklime. Okay, and it has many uses. It is used in the manufacture of cement. Okay, so another example of thermal decomposition, and we'll take another example of thermal decomposition. Our next example is ferrous sulphate crystals. These are present in the form of green crystals. When they are heated, they break down to give us anhydrous ferrous sulphate. The reactant are green in color, and when heated the crystals lose water to form white crystals, along with the evolution of sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide gases. So once again, heat is required for this particular reactant to break down to give us more products. Okay. Let's move to the next type of reaction. Next type of decomposition reactions are photo decomposition, in which the decomposition reaction needs light for the reaction to proceed. That means for the reactant to break down to give us products. Let us see a few examples. We have two examples here. Silver chloride in the presence of sunlight breaks down to give us silver as well as chlorine gas, and in the other example, silver bromide in the presence of sunlight breaks down to give silver as well as bromine. The second reaction, that is silver bromide, is important and is used in black and white photography. So important thing to remember is which type of reaction is used in black and white photography. It is the reaction where silver bromide decomposes in the presence of light to give us silver as well as bromine. So these are types of photo decompositions, wherein decomposition reactions needing light for the reaction to proceed or for the reactant to break down to give us products. And the last type of decomposition reaction is electrolytic decomposition. Decomposition reactions which require electricity, and the example for this is electrolytic splitting of water molecule into hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. So this is a high energy needing process, wherein electrical energy is supplied in such a way that water molecule is split to give us hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. So these are the three types of decomposition reaction that we have seen.